Hello and welcome to the my deck build and opening of the Militia Madness Sealed Progression Series. So we did a podcast talking about how this is going to work. But essentially, each week, Morgan and I are going to open 6 packs of whatever is the latest Magic the Gathering set, starting all the way back from Alpha and working our way up to whatever the most current set is. So right now it would be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. If we ended the series right now, it would be TMNT. But new sets are going to come out. We're going to try to keep up with them. Essentially, how this works is we are going to use Draftmancer to open a sealed pool of whatever set we're on. We're then going to export those sealed pools into Moxfield and build a deck and show you that deck. There will be a winner's incentive and a loser's incentive. The winner will get to spin a wheel with a random reward, and the loser will get 3 packs from the previous video. So, like, if I lose this first video, I would get 3 packs of Alpha or Beta. We're doing Alpha and Beta both, even though Beta is technically a reprint set, and as the rules, we're skipping those. Alpha and Beta are designed to get cards in players' hand, not for sealed environments. So you can get like 13 lands in your pool. So to make sure we have enough playable cards, we're doing 6 and 6. So really quickly, I'm going to set this to sealed, and we're going to do 6 boosters of Alpha, and we're going to hit distribute. So those are rares and mythics that we opened. Ooh. Stasis is kind of cool. Wheel of Fortune's good, and Bad Moon is decent. So I'm going to look at my pool really quickly. No Moxen whatsoever in this pool, because they'd appear in the Ivory Cup over here. Do we have any dual lands? I don't think we do. It does not appear that we do. Okay. So the things worth noting in the color section is we have a Basalt Monolith, and then nothing else, really. But looking a little bit more at our pool. All right, Llanowar Elves, Double Wild Growth, Crawlworm, Giant Spider. These are all okay cards. Hurricane's not bad. Blue Elemental Blast, I'm happy with that, picking that up. Black, I think, is going to be just our deepest color. 3 Dark Rituals, some Howls, some Raised Deads, so on and so forth. So I'm going to export this. And then I'll see you back for the beta packs. Welcome back. We're now going to open the 6 beta packs. Okay, 3 dual lands. Wow, love to see that. Goblin King's also really good. Lord of the Pit's really good too. And the Cormus Bell. Okay. Love that. Just to check and see, did we get anything else in here? I don't think we did. Black Vice isn't terrible. Might make our deck. Living Wall might have to make our deck. But I'm really happy with the Tundra, the Underground Sea, and what was another one? Tropical Island, right? All right, Tundra, Underground Sea, Tropical Island. I'm really happy with. Got a lot more white cards than we did in the original one. Not a lot of good ones. We can call the Cops, I guess, is fine. Semite Healer looks not great. Guardian Angel's not great. Yeah, Holy Strength, not. Yeah, white is not good. So we have 3 Blue Blasts, which is probably fine for later on in the series. Honestly, Spell Blast might not be terrible either. But here, God, we just don't have that many creatures. Drain Life is good. Warlord is good. I'm glad to have that. Hill Giant is like perfectly fine. Lightning Bolt, I was worried we weren't going to pull any. We pulled 1. Skate Zombies is like okay. I'm really happy about this Goblin King for later on. Um, yeah. um, yeah, this deck is terrible. We have a bunch of Llanowar elves, but nothing to do with it. Um, I'm gonna export this in the Mox field, and I will come back with a completed deck. See you then. All right, welcome back to the Militia Madness sealed gameplay. Today, we're gonna be talking with. You just saw my pack opening, and I'm gonna go walk you through my deck. So there were a couple things I was really happy with opening. I opened three dual lands. I opened a Tundra, I opened a Tropical Island, and I opened an Underground Sea. So I'm really, really happy with those. None of those made it into my deck. I also opened the start of a really good blue-green deck, but just couldn't quite make it there. Like I have a lot of Llanowar elves and some wild growths and stuff like that, but nothing really to take advantage of the fact that I have all of this green mana. So I ended up with this black-red mid-rangey deck. Stuff like Drudge Skeletons and Ironclaw Orcs. I really don't have a deck that really curves out well, but this is just a deck that had a lot of like ways of things that I can see ending the game, like Rock Hydra and Lord of the Pit and my creature base, and also just like really good 3 drops, really good 4 drops, really good 3 drops, and a pretty good 4 drop in Dragon Whelp. I think Dragon Whelp is very good early on. You'll notice my mana's a little tight, double red, double red, double red, triple black. But really can't fix that all that much. I have an interesting sideboard plan, but that's kind of the creature basis, and this was just like the best thing that like allowed me to play stuff on curve and have like a defined win condition with like Lord of the Pit and Rock Hydra as well as like Dragon Whelp. Like these are cards that can win the game, and Dredge Skeletons can block, Ironclaw Orcs can provide some early chip damage, and just like decent 3 drops is just good. We have a Living Wall in the main deck. I wanted a couple of high toughness dudes to supplement something, and I'll get to later. But Trustman comes up. The sorceries, I just felt like these were the best. I am on the Wheel of Fortune. I went back and forth with this because I didn't know how good it was going to be early on because they get to draw the 7 cards too. But I just needed playables, to be real with you. So I'm on Wheel of Fortune just because, I have Race Dead, so maybe I can hit something into that. And then Drain Life in the main deck because my mana's awkward. Um, my mana's real awkward. No Badlands really, really sucks. Because Lord of the Pit, triple black, again, double red, double red, double red, triple black. This can only be used with black mana. Pestilence takes black mana. Dragon Whelp only fire breathers for a red, and you need red to regenerate here. You need black to regenerate here. My mana is not great in this 2-color deck, but I think it's just good enough. I think decks early on are just going to be awkward. Unless Morgan opened like Recall Lotus, I think that this is going to be a very low-powered week. Having said that, 3 lightning bolts, 2 from beta, 1 from alpha. I was really, really happy with. I was kind of nervous I wouldn't get any of this, any of these cards. Like lightning bolt for me is a standout card at a low enough rarity that I really, really wanted it. Terror is like my other removal spell. So we have like 4 removal spells if you don't count Disintegrate and Drain Life. And then the reason we're on that 1/6 is for Pestilence. This card is not fair. um, really, really happy to see this, and this is like one of the cards in the pool that really gave me a direction. So I'm really, really happy to see that. And then 9/8, I started 10/7, but the triple black and Lord of the Pit and Drain Life needing black mana. I just really wanted that extra black source, so I cut the mountain and added a swamp. So we're at 9/8. On the sideboard, we're actually able to fit 15 cards on the sideboard and actually a second game plan. So I'll talk about that second game plan because it involves the 3 Dark Rituals, the 2 Drain Lives, and the Basalt Monolith. You bring in this, and then your game plan is to be like an Uber control deck where you're just like trying to Dark Ritual into a Drain Life for a bunch to kill a creature, and then Basalt Monolith, and then you can Basalt Monolith to power out like a Lord of the Pit or a Earth Elemental or something like that. Um, yeah, that's really it. The reason why Basalt Monolith isn't in the main deck is it really only helps with Disintegrate. And then these 2 cards, because this is like you Basalt Monolith this out, and you're like, cool, like who cares? It does help with Rock Hydra, but overall, I just don't think it's good enough. So I put it in the sideboard to bring in with the Dark Rituals and the Drain Life to really like power up a um like a Corm spell. We wanted one more target, so you can bring those cards in to be like this more like black red control deck. We have an Earthbind, really really risque art, but it's an enchantment that does 2 damage to target creature with flying, and then it loses flying. So ways to answer early flyers, raise dead in case Morgan's like on like black red removal turbo. The 1 red elemental blast I managed to open, which is nice. The weakness in case Morgan's on like a lower powered creature, and then Bad Moon. I'm probably going to be bringing in Bad Moon and Chorus Bell in situations um, like Bad Moon in situations where my opponent's not on black, because we have a lot of black creatures. It's fine. But I didn't want to like give them the buff when there are more black creatures than I am. Fear. I brought this in. I'm probably going to bring this in against dot black decks, right? So Stone Rain is just like I wanted the 15 sideboard cards, so playing the Stone Rain, and then Chroma Spell is just a way to go insanely wide when they're not on swamps. I think I explained every card in the sideboard there. So yeah, that's my 55 cards. I'm pretty happy with the opening. No power is a little worrying for me. I'm really worried about what happens if Morgan opens a Time Walk, or if Morgan opens a Black Lotus or a Moxen or something like that. My deck is really, really, really fair. So I'm a little worried about that. But if Morgan opens on average 0 pieces of power, I think we can take it. And I'm really, really happy with the pull overall to set up. Again, those dual lands are priceless. So yeah, that's it for my sealed deck tech. I'll see you on Friday.